So this is going to be a relatively short video just explaining why I got leaderboard banned in GD. And it's pretty simple. I hacked some levels. Yeah, I'm not going to beat around the bush. The levels I hacked, I did also beat legitimately as well, but basically to explain, if I went into the gauntlets or the weekly demons or anything like that and I beat something, I didn't really want to beat them twice, especially because some of the levels that came up, next cab soon, terrible levels. I didn't really want to play them multiple times, and so I would hack them. Thing is, I've been doing this since 2.1, and the mods themselves have implied that it's been okay to do this. Some guy, just to be a jerk, one time saw that I was saying that I did this in a video on my channel, and they took that clip from the video, sent it to the mods in the reporting chat in the Discord, and the mods just responded with a question mark and then never banned me. So, you know, I saw the mods themselves responding with a question mark and not banning me as validation that it was okay to do this, but apparently it's not. That being said, you're probably kind of wondering what led to the mods deciding to ban me now, and believe it or not, it's not actually random. And by the way, at this point in the video, I'm going to explain why they looked into me and why I finally got banned for this. But before I do, I want to make it clear, I hold nothing against the mods for this. They're just doing their job, and honestly, they have every right to ban me here. So just know that I'm explaining what happened, and I consider what the mods did to be correct. Like, it makes sense to me. That being said, the thing that led to them noticing and finally banning me was I had accidentally hacked a level that I hadn't beat yet. Basically, I had botted the level Bangerang, which is a new rated circles level, and I botted it for the purpose of showcasing it on my second channel where I upload the showcases that I use for my videos. Most of the time when I bot and showcase these levels, safe mode is on, and I do that specifically so that I don't get stats and leaderboards and all that sort of stuff for these completions. However, one night, I was really tired, and so I decided to just turn the internal recorder on, let it record the level, and then go to sleep. And I woke up the next day to a DM from a friend of mine, owner of the 9 Circles Demon list, basically saying, "Hey, good job on beating this demon," and it was Bangerang, and they're like, "Yeah, you're high on the stats viewer," and I'm like, "I didn't beat that," and they're like, "Well, that's weird, because you're on the leaderboards." And so I checked, and sure enough, I had accidentally hacked the level and forgot to turn safe mode on. So I basically went into the leaderboards Discord, and I DM'd the mods, and I'm like, "Hey, I hacked this level by accident, can you, like, fix the record for me? And, like, just remove the record off the servers, I don't want to get banned." And they're like, "Sure, but you've hacked a lot more levels than just this one." And I'm like, "Huh, what do you mean?" And then eventually they're like, "Do you, by any chance, hack weeklies to rebeat them on the servers?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And they're like, "That's sadly against the rules." And I'm like, "Oh." And then I checked GD and I immediately got leaderboard banned. After talking back and forth with a mod, they were being super nice and super helpful about the whole thing. They were trying to get me to send over my stats files and all this sort of stuff and just check to see what I'd have to do to get unbanned, because for a lot of people when they get banned, the mods can just give them a list of levels they'd have to rebeat and then they can get unbanned, and that's it, right? However, as I said, I've been doing this since 2.1. I hate rebeating levels because, shocker, Calypso Blitz is a gauntlet level I don't want to rebeat. Still Life is a level I don't want to rebeat. And so, you know, they just, with this many levels in this much time, because I have been doing this since mid 2.1, yeah, there were so many levels they just couldn't give me a list. They straight up told me that it was either I reset my stats or I stay banned. And so I've had to sit with this for a while. I've contemplated back and forth between both. I could reset my stats, and I could just stay banned. And ultimately, I've decided to just stay banned. I really don't care, because truthfully, I'm not in this for the leaderboards. In fact, I'm not gonna lie, if I played GD purely just to climb the leaderboards, I think the game would be less fun, because that would force me to beat levels like Proxima and Sponge, which I really don't want to have to play. The other reason I really just don't want to reset my stats, though, is because I've already accomplished so much in this game. I've been playing on this save file since 2019. Here's the funny thing. My stats actually reset back in 2018 because I didn't play the game for like a full year. And I have, since 2018, just been accruing all these different achievements and random things in this game. I have done so much, and I really, really just don't want to have to start over, because that would mean rebeating every single 2-star, rebeating every auto, which some of the autos I've completed legitimately are bugged now because of 2.2. It would involve me rebeating every easy demon I've completed, and it would involve me rebeating Cataclysm and Accu. These are things I just simply don't want to do. Now, let me make one thing clear for people who don't see the nuance in this situation, because I wouldn't blame people. This isn't something everyone knows. When you beat a level as a weekly demon, a daily level, an event level, or for the gauntlets, it does not count as a server-side completion. What this means is that when a level is set as a weekly demon and you beat it as the weekly, you actually have to beat it a second time to get the completion on the servers. Same goes for the gauntlets. In theory, to get the max possible stats out of the gauntlets, you'd have to beat every single level in the gauntlets at least 2 times. This, in my opinion, is actually the biggest flaw with GD, because no one wants to have to re-beat a lot of these levels. I think I'd tear my hair out if I had to beat Still Life a second time, and with that in mind, yeah, I'm not resetting my stats. So this is just an explanation as to why I'm leaderboard banned and why that's not going to change. And truthfully, in terms of me as a player, this isn't going to affect much. If anything, this is going to make me less strict and more likely to use mods that would be leaderboard banned, because now that I'm banned, what the fuck do I have to worry about? I'm probably still not going to use click between frames because it really just does feel like a crutch to me, but that being said, certain things like that I'm more likely to do. For example, is a level bugged on 240 and only possible on 60? Well, now I'm more likely to lower my frame rate to 60 just to make it work. It's actually kind of a nice weight off my shoulders, to be honest, and this isn't necessarily me saying that getting leaderboard banned is a good thing or anything, but I think for me personally, it really is no skin off my back, because it's going to allow me to enjoy the game more. I'm still going to seek out all of the achievements I've been trying to do, like beating every single easy demon and all that sort of thing, but just know that my in-game leaderboards are not a thing anymore. And honestly, that's probably for the best to begin with. However, because I care about this game and all that sort of stuff, I am gonna say that I do think the fact you are forced to rebeat levels just for this game's core progression is stupid. I think if you beat a level in the gauntlets, it should also complete on the servers, because this is really stupid. I know that there are a ton of people every single day that get banned for this exact reason, using hacks to rebeat levels they beat legitimately in the gauntlets or as a weekly demon. And I will say that if you have this many people getting banned for the exact same reason this much, like in mass, clearly people enjoy the game more when they don't have to rebeat a level twice. And if that's the case, maybe you should take that into consideration. People enjoy the game more when they only have to beat a level once, so maybe you should change the game to work that way, but I don't know, that might just be me. That being said, I just wanted to make this quick little video explaining what's going on, and yeah, hopefully this doesn't affect any of my projects going forward.